Dolphin. Now we're running Dolphin 5.0, which is the latest release. I needed to open a tab up for Dolphin, the Dolphin emulator. Not Dolphins, just straight Dolphin emulator right here. The reason I found this cool was because it's in your if you're running Arch Linux, it's already in here. I don't have any. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it'd be if it's in this repository, it should be in others as well, like Mint and other versions of Linux. But so far, Dolphin emulator is right here, so you can just download that, or you can go straight to their website here. Click the Downloads tab and click any flavor of Windows or of Linux that you like. So there's Windows right here. We're running 5.0, and it says that it was supported right here, but obviously I'm running it on Linux here, and it runs just fine. So we'll go ahead and get into that. After I show you, well, I might as well show you how to use it. So basically, to configure this, put that down, bring this back up here. You got your options up here: tools, import WeSave, export all WeSaves, start net play, install WAD connections, and all that. But you're gonna want to go ahead and configure your controller if you have it. I just left mine to the default, but you want to take a look at this and make sure you can remember kind of all these, because this is what your standard one looks like. Now you can change this where it's just straight keyboard, like here, and it'll look like this, which would probably be easier for some people. So I'll leave it at that because I'm going to be playing it with just keyboard, which is fine by me. It's basically like a controller. Anyway, configure again. Now, by standards, you'll be enable dual core speed up, enable auto skipping speed up. So you want those on. You also have the version to enable cheats, and you get your speed limit here and all that. But we're just going to keep that. Okay, so your CPU emulator engine is your interpreter, your cached interpreter. Slower, recommended, slow, experimental. But we'll just use the JIT compiler for interface, confirm on stop, use panic handlers, on screen display messages, and pause on focus. So you can choose your system language, but as you can see, this is English, which that's fine by me. But you have themes as well, so if I wanted to go for a pink theme, and if we left it like that, it would look like this. But we don't. We're just going to go back to the blue that I had here. So clean blue. Okay. Audio. You can set your audio however way you want it, and set your volume over here as well. For the Gamecube, skip BIOS. You can check that over, or you can't check that. I don't know why. Memory card slot. You want to keep it as that. Set it as a memory card, and that's fine. Slot A, slot B, both memory cards. Override language on NTSC games. Not sure what that does. Scrolling over here, this is for the Wii. It also does Wii. Enable screensaver. Use PAL 60 mode. Aspect ratio 16:9. And device settings. Insert SD. Connect USB keyboard, which we won't be using because I'm just using Gamecubes. So beyond that, you can go to your graphics settings. I think it is, yes. So I turn my VSync on. I use you can use full screen. I will be using full screen. Well, no, not for this tutorial actually. I got show FPS, auto adjust window size, hide mouse cursor. So if you're in game, you can hide that, and it's got what whatever you're using. So OpenGL, the latest version for me, or software renderer, whichever you have. Here's where you can do the internal resolution. So I've got mine set to 1280 by 720 for this tutorial because I will be needing it to show you guys what it looks like when we get into the game. 2 times MSA, we can bump it up to 4 if you wanted to, and anisotropic filtering, it's hard for me to say, is 4 times. Post processing, you can set that to however you want. By default it's off. We can use 32-bit if we want, that's fine. Force texture filtering, I got scale DV greatly increases quality of textures generating, uses render to texture. Per pixel lighting, calculates lighting 3D objects per pixel rather than per vertex, smoothing out the appearance. Lit polygons and making rarely causes slowdowns or graphical issues. So go ahead and click that if that's not clicked. Widescreen hack for the game output, it forces it basically from like a 4:3 to a 16:9. which back in the day it was used by this video, I think, and this basically makes it to where it can be full HD natively. So over here we've got ignore format changes, story FB copies to texture only, and texture cache. You can set it to safe, move the mouse cursor, you know that. So the safe setting eliminates the likelihood of GPU missing texture updates from RAM blower, causes in-game text to appear grappled in certain games. If unsure, use the right most value, so you can leave that to fast if you want. External frame buffer, XFB, you can disable that or set it to that, or if you want real. Slows down the emulation a lot, prohibits high resolution rendering. Virtual emulate using GPU texture objects, fixes many games which don't work with XFB emulation while not being as slow. That's really XFB, so you can use the virtual, or you can just keep it disabled, which I'm going to do. Fast depth cache calculation uses a less accurate algorithm to calculate depth at values, and stuff like that. Advanced enable wireframe. I'm not sure what wireframe is. Texture format overlay, does it? But yeah, it does. Render scenes as wireframe. If unsure, leave unchecked. Yeah, I'm unsure. Show various rendering statistics. If unsure, leave this unchecked, so you can show different rendering statistics. Texture formats, modify textures. I usually just leave this alone, really. Now that we have it configured for us, what you're going to need to do is, I created mine as a Gamecube ROMs right here. So we're going to go ahead and go to this website that I have here. Other ones are alright, but this one seems to have the most genre of games out there for Gamecube. Hang on, I got a cough. This website is called loveroms.com, and there is a ton of games. I mean a ton. You got over 50 pages here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got plenty of games on here to last you as long as you want, and I'd say they're gonna keep coming. So I'm really getting to the Zelda. I've played Zelda my entire life, and I just wanted to go back and have a little bit of nostalgia, because I don't have a GameCube or any other. I don't have all my other consoles, so I need I'm using an emulator until I get the money to go to a thrift store or something and buy one, rather, I should say. So let's go ahead and find something that we want to get that intrigues us. Meteoroid Prime. I do remember this game. It was quite fun, but let's find something that maybe I'm going to play a lot of. Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness. So you have your Pokemon games on here as well, which is neat. Resident Evil 3, Nemesis, and Resident Evil 4. Now those are the throwbacks right there. 2005. Gosh, it feels like just yesterday, really. Me and my cousins actually, just as soon as it came out, grabbed the Resident Evil 4 and played it till it was wicked. Crash Bandicoot. Gotta grab Crash. So let's go ahead. All you gotta do here is just click download. It'll ask if you want a save file. Just click save file to wherever you wish to. So it comes in a 7-zip, which you can upload, or you can use natively in Linux, which is fine. It's only 909 megabytes, so that's not too big. Just go ahead and let this download. Okay, so we are back, and all you gotta do is open this file, and it'll open up, and it'll have the Crash Bandicoot, or whichever game you choose right here. Before you do that, you need to go ahead and open this up, and there'll be a thing right here. It'll ask you where your directory is for your games are. I couldn't get that out for some reason. So you just double click that, and I've got mine on my desktop right here. It's Gamecube ROM. So you just navigate to wherever it is, and you select that, and then you just click open. But since mine's already configured, I do not need to do that. But let's go ahead and do other things. So whenever you have your file directory set up and you have where you want to put your games, you simply just drag this and drop it into there. and as you can see it'll say extracting file. So this is going to extract. Whenever this is done, all we have to do is click refresh, which isn't bad. It's not bad at all. This shouldn't take no time, really. I don't know why my system's being glitchy right now. I'll line those up. I like things to be symmetrical and even. It makes me happy. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is bookmark this. I actually use bookmarks. Crazy. I have 2 of these open. Okay. So it's finished extracting and everything, and so all we gotta do is click refresh, and there's our game right there. So to play it, just click play. It's gonna open this up. You can full screen it, let it load. It's gonna take a second. There we go. Licensed by Nintendo. You can kind of skip through all this stuff here. Loading. Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. So 2002 Universal, all that stuff. And here we got a perfectly fun emulator, or perfectly fun Crash Bandicoot game to play. So click. You can click new game. How do we click the new game exactly? Should have just used the keyboard, the original keyboard. I gotta find the keys on this. Let's see here. I might have to go back and fix mine. But yeah, that's all you gotta do. I'm probably gonna go back and configure. No, I need to go back to options, controller settings, and go ahead and set that back to standard controller and hit OK. Now we can run it. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in another tutorial.